And we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a great day so far. Hope y'all have a great week. Today, we got yet another episode of my new video series that I'm doing, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Fitness, where we're going to go over my brand new free ebook that I have for you. All you got to do, go down in the description, hit the link to the free ebook, type in your information, and I'll send it your way. So, yeah, if you hadn't yet, go get the ebook now. But without further ado, let's hop into the podcast topic today, which is when starting your fitness journey. Really, you should do this before, but what you want to do is you want to do a physical assessment, like what I call a self-assessment. So you should assess yourself first so you can give yourself a good starting point, give you a good idea of where you're at, where you want to be, and how you should go about it. But also, the second thing you want to do is you want to go get a health check from a professional healthcare provider, a doctor, whoever that may be for you. Let them do an actual health check of you so they can give you more professional recommendations, whether or not a fitness journey is right for you or not. And they can give you even more guidance on what you should be aiming towards when it comes to your fitness journey. So, first and foremost, let's hop into the self assessment. So, conducting a thorough physical assessment is crucial before starting a fitness journey. This assessment helps individuals understand their current fitness level, identify areas for improvement, and tailor their workout routine accordingly. Here's how to assess strength, flexibility, and your cardiovascular fitness. So, number one, we have strength assessment. So, some tools, body weight exercises. Perform exercises such as push ups, squats, lunges, and planks to assess muscular strength. You also can use free weights or resistance bands. Use weights or resistance bands for exercises like bicep curls, shoulder presses, and rows. And then last, you can do the strength machine. So, test strength on machine targeting major muscle groups. So you can use any of these. I mean, these are kind of the three core workout things you can use in the gym. If you're not at the gym yet and you're just working out at home, obviously you want to use body weight exercises. If you're not comfortable using free weights, then using the strength machines are great. Pretty much all fitness gyms have the strength machines in the gym. Or if you like free weights, go the free weights route, whatever you want to do. But these are tools that you can use to help give you a good idea on how strong you actually are. Don't get crazy with it. Don't try to do a 1 rep max where you're going to hurt yourself because it's not going to do you any good. But you want to get a good base understanding of how strong you are on the major muscles. So, like bench press, squat, deadlift, pull ups, your major muscle exercises. That's what you want to do these tests with first to give you a good base understanding of how strong you actually are. So some steps to doing this is for push-ups, just determine the maximum number of push-ups that you can perform with proper form in just in one setting at one time. How many can you do? Don't count some sloppy reps because that's not doing you any good. If you're going to do the squats, assess the ability to perform squats with proper technique, focusing on hip and knee alignment. And then weights or resistance bands, use appropriate weights or resistance for various exercises to determine your current strength levels. So again, if you're using the strength machines, put it on a certain weight that's pretty challenging for you and see how many reps you can do. And this will give you a good understanding of where you're starting because you can compare that a month down the road and see if you got any stronger. Say you did 10 reps of 100 pounds. Well, a month down the road, if you're doing 11 reps or 12 reps of 100 pounds, then hey, you're seeing progress. You've gotten stronger. So that's what we want to do. We want to give us a good starting point of how strong we are at the beginning. That way we know if we've made any progress or not. Number two, you want to do a flexibility assessment. So some flexibility exercises include just static stretches for all your major muscle groups. So what's a static stretch? Is just when you think of regular stretching, that's a static stretch. So bending over and touching your toes or pulling your arm across your body, things like that. Just being still, being static and stretching your muscles out. That's a static stretch. So steps for doing this, a hamstring stretch, sit on the floor, legs extended straight out in front of you, and then reach toward your toes. This is going to stretch your hamstrings. Shoulder stretch, extend one arm across your chest, gently pulling it with the opposite hand. It's going to stretch your shoulder out. Quadricep stretch, stand on one leg, bringing your heel toward your butt and holding the ankle. It's going to stretch your quad. So do these and see how flexible you are. Like, see how much you can bend, how much you can be flexible in these areas. This will give you a starting point. So a month down the road, you can compare, do these steps again, and see if you made any progress. It's pretty simple. And then number 3, cardiovascular fitness assessment. This is just cardio. Cardiovascular is just a cool way to say cardio. So some tools, cardio exercises. Choose activities like running, cycling, jumping jacks. You can even do swimming, whatever it is you like to do for cardio. So what you want to do is a 3-minute step test. So step up and down on a platform for 3 minutes. Measure your heart rate immediately after doing the exercise and during recovery. So this will give you an idea of what your heart rate is, what your cardiovascular health is. And then you can also do the 1 mile run walk test. So time yourself while running or walking a mile, and then note the duration and assess your perceived exertion level. So, like I said, a month down the road, you can compare your results and see how much progress you've made or if you've made any progress at all. So, a run, walk, mile test or a 3-minute step up test. Pretty simple, basic things that almost everybody can do. Some general tips: consult with a professional. If uncertain about performing certain assessments, consult with a fitness professional or a healthcare provider. You want to record your baseline measurements. So keep track of initial strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular fitness levels to monitor progress over time. So I suggest writing them down somewhere. What I would do is I would put them in the notes in my phone. Everybody's phone has a notes app. Put it in the notes in your phone. That way you have it for later and you can compare results later on down the road. This is how you can track your results. See if you've actually made progress. Also, you want to focus on your form. Ensure proper form for doing assessments to prevent injuries and obtain correct results. So you've heard me preach on form before. It's very important to do this, especially starting out when you're first starting on your fitness journey, because if you learn it the wrong way and you keep doing it the wrong way, you're eventually going to get hurt. Like, it's going to happen eventually, especially when you start adding a lot of weight, you're going to get hurt. So learn the proper form from the get-go, and you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble down the road. I promise. Just trust me on that one. And also, you just want to listen to your body. If you experience pain or discomfort during any assessment, stop immediately and seek guidance. So don't keep doing it if it hurts or if it don't feel right or if it don't feel comfortable. There's another exercise or lift that you can do besides this one. It's not just a one size fits all. By conducting a comprehensive physical assessment, individuals can tailor their fitness programs to address specific needs and gradually progress in their fitness journey. Regular reassessments can help track improvements and adjust the workout routine accordingly. So it's critical to get these base measurements, these base statistics down so that you know how to adapt your routine later on down the road. Because if you're not making any progress at all, then maybe it was too hard for you, or opposite, maybe it was too easy for you. You're not seeing the results. So you need to know this so you can track it and change your workout routine accordingly. Or if you're getting injured doing something, obviously you need to change it so you're not doing that anymore. You don't want to be injured. So track your progress, write it down. If you're old school and you like to write it pen and paper, do that. If you're new school, put in the notes in your phone so you have it there. So that's going to lead us into the second thing you need to do before starting your fitness journey. Besides doing a self-assessment, what you want to do is you want to go get a health check. You want to consult with a healthcare professional if necessary. So I suggest going to your doctor, whoever your general doctor is, and just do your your normal health checkup that you would do. Tell them that what you want to do, like you're wanting to start a fitness journey, you want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, whatever, and he can do the assessment that he or she believes is necessary. So before embarking on a fitness journey, it's crucial to prioritize your health and well-being. Consulting with a healthcare professional is recommended, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions or concerns. So here's a guide for a health check before a fitness regimen. So first thing you want to do is medical history review. So complete your medical history. Gather information about your medical history. Include any chronic conditions, any past surgeries, any medications, any allergies, and also you want to update vaccinations. So ensure that your vaccinations are up to date, especially if you plan to engage in high intensity or group fitness activities. So yeah, that's just general medical history. If you know you broke your leg in the past, then hey, you may want to be careful about what leg exercises you do because it may affect how it may affect that leg in some way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what injury you've had in the past, so you know what kind of obstacles you're gonna have to work around or jump through. So yeah, just do a medical history review. Number 2, Pre-existing conditions. So identify chronic conditions. Be aware of any chronic conditions such as cardiovascular issues, diabetes, respiratory conditions, or musculoskeletal disorders. That's a hard way to say. That's a hard word to say. Consult healthcare professional if you have existing health concerns. Consult with your primary care physician or relevant specialist to understand how exercise may impact your condition. So if you have one of these conditions, or if you have any serious chronic conditions or pain or something like that. If you have diabetes, or if you have respiratory conditions, you know what it is. So ask your doctor about these specifically. Ask them what you need to do, what you don't need to do, what should you stay away from, things like that, depending on your specific condition. And if you don't have one of these conditions, great. Number 3, physical examination. So just get a routine checkup. Schedule a routine physical examination with your healthcare provider. Get your blood pressure checked. Monitor your blood pressure to ensure it falls within a healthy range. And also a heart rate assessment. Assess resting heart rate and discuss any irregularities with your healthcare professional. So let him just check these normal vital signs, things like that, to make sure you're in general good health. Number 4, a fitness assessment. Cardiovascular fitness. Discuss your plans for cardiovascular exercise and assess if there are any specific considerations or limitations. So we already did our self-assessment with the cardio. Now you want to ask your doctor about the cardio, like what types of cardio you should stay away from, what types of cardio are good for you, and vice versa. Musculoskeletal assessment. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Evaluate your musculoskeletal health, looking for any joint issues, muscle imbalances, or potential injury risk. So if you have something that's been hurting for a while, have something that's sore, things like that, take these into account when you see your doctor. Ask them about it, if there's anything you need to do or stay away from, so you don't get hurt. Because if you get hurt, you can't go to the gym. So we don't want that to happen. Then also your flexibility check. Like I said, we've already done all these. Just consult with your doctor about them. Assess your flexibility and discuss any limitations or areas that may require attention. Number 5, medication and exercise interaction. So you want to review your medications to discuss any medications that you're taking. You want to discuss it with your healthcare provider to understand potential interactions with exercise. You don't want one of your medications to have some kind of side effect to where exercise can cause a side effect to happen. So if adjustments are necessary, your healthcare provider can adjust medication or provide guidelines for exercise compatibility. That way, you working out is not going to affect you with the medicine that you're taking. You don't want to have any side effects for no reason, that could just make things worse. Number 6, lifestyle factors. You want to take in dietary considerations, and you want to consider your sleep patterns. So discuss your dietary habits and any adjustments needed to support your fitness goals. And then assess your sleep patterns and discuss strategies for improving sleep if necessary. So everybody knows that diet goes along with your fitness journey. That's a given. But not everybody correlates sleep with the fitness journey. So sleep is important too. You need sleep for everything you do, but especially when you're doing a fitness journey, because that's when you're going to recover. That's when your body's going to repair itself. So sleep is very, very important. Sleep is just as important as your diet, and it's just as important as your workouts. So I would say it's all three of them work together to put together a complete fitness journey. Number 7, mental health check. Stress and mental well-being. Discuss stress levels and mental well-being. Physical activity can positively impact mental health, but it's essential to address existing concerns. So if you're having some mental health problems, definitely consult with your doctor about this. Let them know what's going on so that you don't make things worse. You want to get it right from the get-go before things take a turn for the negative. Number 8, recommendations and guidelines. So get exercise recommendations, and you want to get guidelines for intensity. So based on your health assessment, your healthcare provider may provide personalized exercise recommendations. So they can let you know what to do, what not to do, what to stay away from. They can give you some general guidelines for what to do. Discuss appropriate exercise intensity and any modifications needed based on your health status. So obviously, this is going to depend on the individual person. So your body may perform a certain way or act different than somebody else's. So it's not going to be the same for everyone. That's why it's important to consult with your doctor that you've been seeing, because they know what's going on with you and you know what's going on with you. So that way y'all can come up with the best plan possible. And then number 9, you want to make a follow-up plan. So schedule your follow-up with your doctor. If necessary, schedule a follow-up appointment to monitor your progress and make adjustments to your fitness plan. You should already have a regular schedule to see your doctor anyways. I don't know what that is, once a year, twice a year, whatever. But especially do it now if you hadn't been doing it, if you're going to start a fitness journey. That's way y'all can reassess all these things that we've just talked about, and you can see how they've changed, how they've adjusted. If they've gotten worse, you want to be able to see this. But if you're not doing a follow-up, you won't be able to. So remember, safety is paramount, and consulting with a healthcare professional provides valuable insights into creating a fitness plan that aligns with your health, your status, and your goals. Always follow their recommendations and listen to your body throughout your fitness journey. And so, yeah, I agree with this. Definitely consult a healthcare provider before performing any physical fitness, because you don't want to make things worse from the get-go. You want to make sure you're starting off on the right foot. That way you can see the best result possible within the shortest amount of time. So, yeah, that's the topic for today. If you haven't yet checked out the first 2 episodes of this series, the first episode, we just did an introduction about the importance of fitness and some self-motivation to get you going on your fitness journey. The second episode, we talked about setting goals, long-term, short-term goals, and we also gave you a framework to use, SMART goals, to help you set more specific goals to help you achieve those even better. And then today's episode was about doing the assessment of your overall fitness levels before getting started. That way, we're in the best healthy position possible before starting our fitness journey. But yeah, tune in next week. We're going to have episode 4 of this little mini series where we're going to talk about, hold on, I don't even remember what the next one is. The next one is choosing the right activity. So exploring various fitness options and finding activities that align with personal interests and preferences. So that's what we're going to talk about in the episode next week. So y'all tune in next week to check that one out. But other than that, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's not really much to update you about myself. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. I got to plug all my socials. Check me out, all my socials. Murphy Mac Fit. Check out the YouTube channel, the Fitness Beginner Podcast. I'm posting clips on there, shorts videos, and I post the whole podcast episode on there. So if you want to watch the video version, you can check it out there. Subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Also, leave a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. I would appreciate you to rate the podcast and leave a review if you can. That would be great. We're trying to grow the podcast in 2024, so I'd appreciate it if y'all could do that for me. But if you have something that you want me to cover on the podcast, let me know. Hit me up. Send me a DM. I would love to talk about it on the podcast. Hey, and maybe you can even hop on the podcast with me. We can do it together. We can have a little discussion, a little interview type deal. We can hash it out together. I'd love to talk about it. Or if you just want to hop on the podcast, y'all hit me up. I'm always looking for good ideas. So yeah, other than that, y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out.